Few individuals in Nigeria's history have stood so boldly against corruption, greed, and indifference as Professor Dora Akunyili, a pharmacist, scholar, public servant, and reformer. She risked her life to save millions from the dangers of counterfeit drugs. This is the story of a woman who transformed personal pain into national purpose and left behind a legacy of courage and service.
We'll be able to evolve a Nigeria that people will have a sense of pride. I'm proud of Nigeria despite the challenges. I had an American green card, I gave it up. I'm not excited about it. If I was crazy about it, I would keep my green card and eventually qualify for citizenship. But I don't want it because I love this country with a passion. Without this country, there will not be me. With this country, this is me.
Dora Akunyili was born on July 14, 1954, in Makurdi, Benue State. Though she hailed from Nanka, Anambra State, the young Dora grew up in a family that valued discipline and education. From childhood, she displayed uncommon brilliance. At the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, she studied pharmacology, graduating with distinction in 1978. Her professors remembered her as focused, determined, and incorruptible. Behind her academic achievements lay a story of pain. Dora's sister died tragically after taking fake insulin. That devastating loss planted a seed of reserve. She vowed to fight so that no other family would endure such pain. With her husband, Dr. J.C. Akunyili, Dora raised 6 children, even while balancing family and career. She carried a growing burden to restore dignity to Nigerians' health system.
You see, when three people say 3 different things, then you know that they did not come together to agree on a common lie to tell. One of them said that they stayed in another town and sent the National Assembly document for the president to sign. One of them said, the same person told me, one person said he was downstairs and sent it up for him to sign. And another person told me that he went and saw him and the ADC and the CSO did not allow him to talk with him and they gave it to him to sign.
Consistency.
So there was inconsistency and I concluded that we were being fed with lies and I was consequently feeding it actually made me feel that that comfort that when you work with all your heart, with all your might, and putting your best in any situation, people don't forget. Not only in Nigeria, universally. I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Professor Dora Akunyili returned to UNN as a lecturer, earning a PhD in ethnopharmacology in 1985. Her research explored Nigerians' rich natural herbs and traditional medicines. In the classroom, she was strict yet passionate. Students admired her integrity. Beyond teaching, Dora built a reputation as a researcher who believed science must serve humanity. In 2001, President Olusegun Obasanjo appointed Dora as Director-General of NAFDAC. At the time, Nigeria's pharmaceutical industry was plagued with fakes. Over 60% of medicines in circulation were counterfeit. Pharmacies sold poison disguised as drugs. For many Nigerians, hospitals became death traps.
We want to bequeath to our children a Nigerian citizenship that they can take to the bank. Otherwise, God will not forgive us. And when we talk about inefficiency in educational sector and all, health, everything boils down to corruption. And corruption is not just about giving or taking money. Corruption is about not doing the right thing. And why are we corrupt? Because of lack of understanding. Because we do not understand that we don't need too much. Our wants may be too many, but our needs are very little. And I don't even envy corrupt people because they destroy themselves and destroy their children, generations unborn. And when we look at the way we behave to ourselves and to this country, Nigeria, for which we have no other country that we can call our own, it's all because of bad attitude. That attitude of the past and even the present that we are saying through rebranding, we must change. If we don't change, nothing will change. If we don't change, we will not be able to achieve Vision 2020, because it's human beings that will work to actualize Vision 2020. We will not get it from the air. Angels will not come down. Foreigners will not come here to fix Nigeria for us. They have their own countries to fix. So that change of attitude, which is a critical aspect of rebranding, we must embrace. If we don't embrace it, I'm sorry that we may not be talking seriously. So rebranding is the key.
Dora declared war. She ordered raids on counterfeit markets, seized fake factories, and publicly burned seized drugs. The nation took notice. For the first time, Nigerians began to trust their medicines again.
Nigeria of my dream is a Nigeria that Nigeria's people will be so changed in their attitude that we will be in a position to tell the world who we are. That we be in a position to define who we are, because for too long people have defined who we are. We need to evolve a Nigeria where we have a sense of pride for our country, where we will love one another, where we will appreciate what we have done and who we are. Right now, we are not even appreciating who we are. We are not appreciating what we have done. Look at Nigeria's role in West Africa through ECOMOG. We brought peace there. Central Africa, Congo, Darfur, and others. Nobody is talking about it. We lost lives, we lost resources. Go to the internet, it is United Nations. Yes, we are working under United Nations, but it's Nigeria through ECOMOG that performed the magic. Look at what we are doing all over Africa through the technical aid corps, sending professionals all over.
The counterfeit drug cartels fought back. Dora was shot at in December 2003. A bullet grazed her head. Several attempts on her life followed. But Dora refused to be intimidated. She said, "If I die in the course of this battle," she declared, "I will die a happy woman, because it is for the sake of my country." Her defiance made her a national hero. Ordinary Nigerians admire her fearlessness, and the world began to take notice. Her leadership earned her international acclaim. Dora Akunyili received over 900 awards, including global recognition from the United Nations, Time magazine, and countless institutions. She became the face of integrity in Africa, a symbol of what one woman's courage could achieve. In 2008, Dora was appointed Minister of Information and Communications. She launched the Rebranding Nigerian campaign, urging honesty, transparency, and national pride. With the slogan, "Nigeria, good people, great nation," Dora sought to reshape the country's battered image. Though critics doubted the campaign's success, Dora's sincerity was never questioned. Later, she contested for a Senate seat in Anambra. Though she lost, her belief in democracy and accountability never wavered. In 2010, Dora was diagnosed with cancer. Despite her illness, she continued to speak out on national issues. Even in weakness, she remained a voice of integrity. On June 7, 2014, Dora Akunyili passed away at the age of 59. Nigeria mourned a hero, a patriot, and a mother. Tributes poured worldwide. She had fought the good fight and left behind a legacy etched in courage. Professor Dora Akunyili lived not for wealth, nor for power, but for service. She showed that one voice, armed with truth and courage, can ignite change. Her story is a beacon for generations, a reminder that integrity is possible and that courage remains Nigerians' greatest resource.